The union is going around the country to look at what's working and what's not.
Manufacturing is hugely important in Australia's future because it allows us to gain high-skilled, high-paid jobs for our children and for the whole of Australia's prosperity.
People here in Australia, we need people to buy our products, but they also need to know that there are mums and dads out there working in the plants making those products.
The problem with manufacturing is that we are seeing jobs being lost at a pretty good rate. We've lost 125,000 jobs since the global financial crisis in 2008, and in a recent report on manufacturing given to the Prime Minister, it's forecasted that we'll lose another 85,000 by 2017.
Some of the major issues facing manufacturing in the Department of Defence is that the procurement of large projects is wholly done overseas. There's very little input from the Australian industry and Australian jobs.
2 or 3 years, our company already opened the other company in Singapore and moved so many lines from Australia to Singapore. So we don't know, maybe one day they will move all to Singapore or not, we don't know. That's why we need union to help us to protect our job.
Very aware of the pressures of manufacturing. We do have regular meetings, and it's one of the things that gets put out in there, oh, times are tough and we're doing it hard. They may have used that line a million times anyway, but these days manufacturing in Australia is getting tough.
Management, of course, try and scare people out of joining the union, especially with the threat of moving the business offshore.
We could get more out of our resource sector and major projects. We could distribute the wealth a little better. It's unacceptable that we have 26% youth unemployment in parts of Perth, and we've got fab shops laying idle because we get little or less than 10% of some of the fabricated steel on these big resource projects.
Better communication, consultation, ideas from the shop floor. People who do the job, people who know the job, can offer ideas, simple practical ideas that I think could be applied and improve productivity. I think a combination of the people who do the job plus the ideas that management have combined could improve productivity rather than just a one-sided approach.
The government can lead by example in terms of a Buy Australia campaign. It could do more in using its government procurements to sustain our sector. We know, for example, they could do more with government fleet purchases. So there's a number of issues that the governments could initiate right now to put orders back into the shop floor to sustain our employment from now and into the future while we work with the government to develop a national manufacturing plan.
I hope they keep the jobs here, and I hope they employ younger people so they keep the trades, more apprentices, more trainees, and that they actually got jobs to go to after they have finished their apprentice. So I hope the government will give the younger people the opportunity for that.
Because now at the moment so many companies they move to overseas, so that's why we are working in ResMed. We wish the government can help us to protect our position in Australia.
They need to think about us. They need to think about manufacturing in Australia, because it's not a God-given right anymore. It's actually a privilege to work in one of the manufacturing shops because there's not many of us left. And we need the help. We can't do it on our own. We can make companies profitable, but the government need to change those laws that they enforce to make sure that we're looked after. We're there. We're always there. We're there to support the people if they need advice, to make sure they get everything that they could possibly need within reason, and to work with the company that we come up with a win-win situation at every possible chance that we have.
If you join a union, the boss cannot, if bullying you, they can ask a union to help to fix the problem.
In my workplace, being part of the union it's been very important because it gives you a voice to be able to talk to the management and the higher levels. Otherwise, you would just be swamped and they take no notice of you. At least the union, we have some sway and some ability to talk to management and impact on their decisions.
Union can help us when we have the problem. We want to talk to the management, and then sometimes management don't want to hear from us, and then we can let union come to help us to talk to them.
Very proud that I may become a woman delegate. I'm happy to do that job.
I like what the union stands for.
It's a very simple campaign where we're asking our members and the public generally to come in and support jobs, support Australian manufacturing. This is about sending a clear message. Click onto the site, put your local postcode in, get your local member up, send them a message that you want them to act on manufacturing and act on manufacturing jobs right now.